I feel attracted by the human need to build a story, a fiction, or a choreography around the traumatic events of our existence. Playfulness is quite natural when it comes with happiness, but when it meets the pain, it becomes more problematic. Maybe it has to do with my own experience, maybe it is a cultural question, or just psychological one, or maybe a combination of all of these, but in my work, the relation between fiction and trauma plays an important role. In the show, I am presenting 3 video works: Vaitoitsa, The Guardians, and Interregnum. Vaitoitsa, or in English, The Mourner, is a video I did in 2002. I was fascinated by a practice that continues even today in some remote villages of Albania. During a funeral, people will invite a professional mourner to cry. It is actually a mix between crying and singing. It is a kind of poetic lament. The role of the professional mourner is to make the others feel like crying also, so that everybody is assisting somehow in the outward display of pain.
Qashtë kjo gjame, qashtë kjo me det, po kjanë nëna djallin e vet.
The fact that the death of somebody in all its tragic dimension was not enough to provoke the pain, but that you would need the presence of a professional mourner, that through her lament, through her voice, and through her words, it could make you perceive another level of pain. This fact was something that I found quite interesting. Then it was also a personal curiosity. I wanted to know how it feels to have your own lament. So, since when I will die, I will not be able to listen it, I wanted to have one in advance. The Guardians is a video I did in 2017, but the idea for it came to me many years ago. The Catholic cemetery of Shkodra in Albania has been an abandoned place from 1967 until 1990. The religion was forbidden in Albania and every place dedicated to the rituals was locked down. In 1990, after the political change, the cemetery started again to have its own function. I remember one day I was going to the tomb of my family when a small group of kids came toward me asking if I want to have the tomb cleaned so that they could make a little money. Time to time I was going to the cemetery and I saw this little group of kids, half beggars and half workers, wasting their time in the cemetery and waiting for somebody to ask them to clean the tomb. I started to have this fantasy of the cemetery crowded with little kids playing around and cleaning the tombs. So the Guardians gave shape to this fantasy. also Interregnum, is a piece I kept in mind for many years before I put it together. I had been a student in the high school when the Albanian dictator died, and I remember his funeral very well. I did not go, but we all saw it from the television. The whole country was captivated by this choreography of pain. The narrative during the communist regime was all based on the strength, optimism, happiness, and certainty. It was no space for pain and loss. The only one moment when you were not only allowed, but you were also asked or almost forced to show pain was the moment of the death of the leader. In that case, all the theater of joy and strength was transformed in a theater of pain. In the video, I put together archive material coming from different funerals of communist leaders of 20th century. I removed the dead body. So I removed the real fact of somebody's death and created this way a collage with shootings of this collective body, a fictional body that is built through the choreography that was activated in those funerals.